Lovelies, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Yasmin. Thank you so much for being here. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a first impressions fall makeup tutorial. This is my first fall makeup look and I'm super excited, even though I've been wearing like these tones for a minute already, but I haven't done a tutorial or come on here and tried out a bunch of my new makeup. If you guys watch a lot of my vlogs or a lot of my hauls, I have a lot of makeup that is just sitting there and waiting for me to try. I try little pieces here and there, but I haven't done a full sit down of first impressions and I know you guys really like those. But I also wanted to incorporate a fall makeup look so you guys can try it out. It is pretty wearable and pretty easy to achieve, and most of it is using affordable products, but of course I'm trying out a bunch of new things. I'm trying out some PYT setting spray, Milani Lipsticks, of course, like I'm trying out different primers, all that good stuff. So of course, before we get into it, please make sure to subscribe. I do a lot of videos like this, but I also do vlogs. I got fashion, lifestyle videos, all kinds of good stuff, so please make sure you guys hit subscribe. And please don't forget to hit the like button so I know to keep doing videos like this. I don't do a lot of them on this channel, but I can. If you guys like this kind of video, I'll keep trying out more new first impression stuff, if you guys like that kind of stuff. But anyways, there's a lot of things to cover to get this makeup look, so let's just go ahead and get started. Alright, so my eyebrows are already done. I like to do my eyebrows and get them out of the way. I don't think that's a very interesting thing to watch. So I already did my eyebrows. In case you guys are curious, I did use the Juvia's Place Eye Sculpt Eye Shade Brow Pencil in the shade Ebony. And then I used the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Pen for the front of my brows. My brows, either they look good or they don't look good, so I'm just going to skip that part. But everything else is going to be on camera, so I'm going to go ahead and start with my complexion. Also got a Starbucks, and I can never find a good Starbucks here that makes my drinks look, I mean, this just looks bad. I just got it, and it just doesn't look great. But anyways, I've got a new moisturizer to try out. So I'm going to start off with the moisturizer and then two new primers actually, because I like a very hydrating primer, but I love a like pore filling blurring primer as well. So I got two of them because one does what the other one doesn't. So for the moisturizer, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Water Gel Moisturizer. This is supposed to be a very glowy, hydrating moisturizer. It is a gel moisturizer, so it's going to probably be the same consistency as my other moisturizer. It's the Super Hydrate. I think it's the one in the purple packaging. I've been using that one, and I'm not sure about it. I mean, I like it, but I don't like the texture. The texture is so weird because it is like a gel, like hair gel, feeling like moisturizer, but then when you put it on your face, it melts into your face and turns into like a water cream. It's so weird. Anyways, I love the packaging of this one, so I'm just going to add, oh god, it's liquidy. Am I supposed to shake this? Oh god, let's shake this first and see how it just comes out like liquid. I don't know if it's supposed to come out like that. Is it? It's just coming out very liquidy, like, I don't know. I'll just put it on my face, but this is the moisturizer. It smells really good. It literally smells like watermelon, but not like a gross kind of like artificial smell kind of watermelon. It smells really good. It smells really fresh. Oh, see? Now it's coming out a bit more like gel. That looks a lot better. I guess you're supposed to shake it up a lot. See, I don't know. This is the thing about doing like a first impressions. It's like I don't even know what I'm doing, which is why I don't like doing first impressions, because I want to know what I'm doing before I come on camera and show you guys. Or else I don't know, it just looks weird. But I know you guys really like these videos, so I'm doing it for you guys. But so far you really got to shake it up and have all the product like blend together. But other than that, how's it look? This is what my skin looks like after the moisturizer. I think it's like a meh moisturizer. Like, it looks nice, it feels nice, but I don't feel as hydrated as I want to. So it's not the greatest, but it's not that bad. Let's go ahead and jump into primer. So this one is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. It's another one of their really cute Jelly Pop primers. It's supposed to be like a gripping primer, just like their Mint Melt gripping primer. It's supposed to do the same thing, but it's supposed to look a little bit more natural. Like, it has hyaluronic acid in it, so it's supposed to be a little bit more hydrating, but it is a gripping primer. So I'm going to use this primer. And then on top of it, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Primer. They kind of contradict each other, but I'm hoping this thing will fill in my pores, because if I don't use a pore filling primer, all of my lines and all that stuff peek through like a lot. So I really need both. So I'm going to go in with this one first. I love the packaging of these. I love Squeezy Tube. It's like my favorite. So let's see. It looks pretty much like the gel moisturizer, but I'm just going to take this much. This one also smells really good. It's already like, you guys see, it's like sticky already. Yeah. Oh yeah, that is sticky. I don't know if I'm gonna like that or not, but we'll see. It's like... I'm going in with that matte and poreless primer. I hope this is a good combination together. I hope I don't mess this up. But I really wanted something like this. Oh, and this also has sunscreen. So that's really exciting. Good, because I don't think the foundation I'm using today is gonna have sunscreen. But anyways, I'm just going to add this to my pores right here. Just kind of swipe, but also kind of push into the pores at the same time. And then gotta add some to the lines. So I have lines on my forehead, right in here, and then right here, and my smile lines. And I also have a little spot right up here that I get a line if I don't fill that in. Just like a little line right here. It's far from going like this, but like right there. So foundation, I am going to try again the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydro Maniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. So this is what it looks like. I've only used it one time, and the one time I used it I didn't like it, but I think it's because I used it with the one size translucent powder, and I'm not a fan of that powder, so I'm going to try it again. So let's go with this one. This one I got in the shade Light 30. Also, this one is like way too light for me, so I am going to bronze up a lot, but it is pretty light for me. And then I'm going to use a beauty sponge. I'm going to use a sponge from this cute little set from the Be Bella Blended Up collection in the nude set. I got this from Valentina with Love. If you guys live locally with me, you guys already know what little shop that is. She has makeup here, and I love her store. Super cute. I will have it linked down below as well in case you guys want to support small businesses. She's very sweet, she's very amazing, and she carries great makeup. So this is one of the sets that she sells, and I'm gonna use one of the blenders here. I already got it all damp and ready to go. I always just have it sitting in this napkin after I wash it because my cats are evil and they will come and grab my shit. So this is one of the sponges. It's very squishy, like very squishy. So I hope, because sometimes with sponges like this, they do soak up a lot of the product. I'm just gonna squeeze the foundation on my face and see how that works. So I'm gonna go ahead and shake it up and add it. It's supposed to be a medium to full coverage kind of tinted moisturizer. So I hope this works out because I need full coverage. All right, let's go ahead and take that beauty sponge and blend it out. Even though I use a little thing for my face, my hair still gets in my way. It's so annoying. I didn't use that much product, and it seems to be covering okay. It just looks crazy because it is not my shade. It's very light, as you guys can probably tell. It's like very light compared to my neck. Okay, so this is the foundation blended all out. I did add a little bit more everywhere except for my forehead, because if I add too much product to my forehead, it starts to crease a lot. But I did add more everywhere else, and I think I built up enough coverage. I wish I had a little bit more coverage, but it's not bad. So I can always add more coverage with the concealer. But next step I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a cream contour before I do my concealer. And I use the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, and I have the shade Honey Drip. This is what I'm going to use. To get in there, I'm going to use my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush and just add some cream contour. To finish blending that out, I just take my sponge with the excess of the foundation and just really blend that into the skin. For concealer and for brightening up my face, I'm going to use my Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. I have the shade 120 Light Vanilla. You guys already know, if you guys have been watching my favorites and just my regular videos, you guys know I love this concealer. Perfect for concealing, for covering, and for brightening as well. It's literally my favorite concealer. It's literally like butter. Like, it's so beautiful. So I'm just going to add that underneath my eyes. And then I also add some a little bit right on my nose here, and a wee bit on my eyelids for priming. Sometimes I'll add like a little thing like this in case I need a little bit more of like a contour. I'll add a little bit there. Again, taking that sponge, I'm just gonna blend it all out. So now that that's all blended, I'm going to powder my face up. But I was going to try a new overall powder, but I don't want to risk it because I have pictures to take today. But I'm going to use my Haley's Retouch Soft Focus Setting Powder. This is like my favorite powder so far. I'm going to use this underneath my eyes and where I crease. And then the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Mattifying powder. I haven't tried this powder before, and it is new, so I'm going to use this on the rest of my face. I did get it in the shade Light as well. Let's go ahead and blend out all these creases. I don't know if you guys have met our new member of the family. This is Yoshi. Isn't she so precious? Look at you, so precious. She's so beautiful. She's so thin when I got her. Very, very thin, but she's been eating so much. She's been such a good girl. I don't know what kind of cat she is, but she is like the tortoise colored cats. And she's going to be a long-haired cat, and I'm so excited. She's so beautiful. She was the last cat that they had, and I'm just super excited. So that's our newest member of the family, in case you guys haven't met her yet. Okay, so this is my face all powdered up. I look very matte right now, which is kind of crazy. It was a nice combination. Of course, I would have to try the NYX one by itself without my Hailey's Beauty powder, but like I had to, because now that I'm a little older, I really do need a translucent powder to set all my creases. But now that I'm all powdered up, I'm gonna go in with a setting spray. I don't think I have a new one, do I? Oh yeah, I do. So I have the PYT One and Done setting spray. It's supposed to fight pollution and blue light. So I'm really excited about this. I heard good and bad things about this setting spray, so I'm a little scared. I heard that the setting spray itself is great, but the spray, like the actual like nozzle, is like insane. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. I really hope this doesn't fuck up my makeup, because I'm gonna be so pissed if it does, because I spent all this time doing my makeup. So I mean, that's what happens when you do a first impressions. You know, you'll never know what will happen. But I love the packaging. I love the red packaging. So cute. Obviously, I love packaging. So all right, well, this thing was expensive and I'm pissed, because something that is high-end and pricey should not be popping off like that, like at all. But whatever, I'm still gonna try it. Okay, it's not that bad, but I do need to have it pretty far away from my face, so let's try it. It has like a cinnamony, like, fall scent. I'm not really sure what it smells like. It just smells a certain type of way. It's taking a minute for it to dry. I'm just gonna take my sponge and lightly go in and press that into my skin. What do you guys think? I just feel like my makeup looked better before I sprayed this. I don't know, it's not really my favorite. I probably wouldn't recommend it, especially if the nozzle just like popped off out of nowhere. Like, I was just shaking it just so I could mix the product. What just happened? I think Yoshi got into something. Yoshi was trying to get into my closet, but in that little section where I have my fragrances, and she just like dropped a bunch of my fragrances and ran away all scared. But anyways, I don't really like how my face kind of feels. I don't know. I probably wouldn't recommend it. I think you should just stick to drugstore setting sprays. Like, for example, you guys can try the Milani, of course, that was my favorite one. The e.l.f. Stay All Night or something, the green bottle, that one's really good. Even the Morphe setting sprays are really good. It's just, this one is not really my favorite. I feel like it's still wet. I don't know. I just hope it doesn't take off my makeup. But, I mean, if it fights pollution and blue light, I think it'll be great just to wear by itself if you're going to be in front of the TV all day, you know. But as far as making my makeup last, I will still have to update you on that. But I don't know. I don't like the spray, and the thing just broke. So, like, I don't know how I feel about it. But I'm just going to keep trying it out. I love the packaging, and I'll probably just keep trying out more of their products and see how it goes. I'm just gonna go in with the rest of my face makeup. I'm just gonna do my bronzer, blush, and highlight with my usual stuff. I don't have anything new to try out, so I'm just gonna use my same ones, and that's gonna be the Iconic London Bronzing Powder, my Essence blushes today. I do switch my blushes all the time, so today I'm gonna go in with these, and my JCat You Glow Girl Baked Highlighter, and I'll be right back to do the eyes with you guys. Alright, so I ran in and finished up my face makeup. The only thing I did differently was change my blushes. I just ended up using my Burt's Bees blush in Toasted Cinnamon, because I'm going to do a little bit more of a warmer tone look for the fall time, and a really pretty lip, so I'm really excited about that. So I just went with a little bit more of a neutral, peachy, warm blush instead, because I feel like it'll look nicer, because the other one's going to be a little bit more on the pinky mauve side, which is what I wanted to avoid. So this is what we came up with, and I also ended up spraying my Milani Make It Last setting spray on top of it, just so my makeup doesn't move and doesn't sit anywhere, because I don't think this one's gonna do that. So I don't know what I'm doing with this set, so I just ended up putting this on top. Look at how huge this is. This is the double the size one. I think it's more than double the size. It's huge. I got it at Walmart for $13. way cheaper still than this one. Like, and then look at that. This one's bigger and it works amazing. So definitely way better than that one. So I was gonna do something a little bit more on the crazy side when it came to my eyeshadow, but I want to do something a little bit more wearable and fall time for you guys with a nice bold lip. So I think I'm gonna do a nice warm tone with like the pop of white in the front of my lid. I feel like that's a very pretty, very flattering kind of eye look for anybody because it opens up your eye. It just looks beautiful. Your eye looks awake. It just looks great. I just think it looks great on every eye shape. It's a really beautiful and awesome technique. So for this, I'm going to go in with the Profusion Bare eyeshadow palette. This one is so good. It's just like a bunch of neutral shades. Just looks like this. I really like the shadow palette and it's only $5 at Walmart. If you guys see these little palettes, they're only like $4.99 or $5. They're amazing. I have a few of them and I love them. So I'm going to go in with this shadow palette today. As for the white, I think I'm going to use this palette over here, my Lisa Frank palette. I love the white in there, so I'm going to add the white with that one. But everything else is going to be with this one. So let's go ahead and get that started. So I'm going to go in with this really fluffy but not too big kind of eyeshadow brush from Sonia Kashuk. I really love this brush. This is like the first brush that I always use. So I'm going to go in and start with this shade right here. It's called Outgoing. So I'm going to tap my brush in there and really work this into my lid as like a transition. So I'm just going to start on this eye. I start with the outer portion and kind of work my way in, but I'm mostly working the colors on the outside. And how I am avoiding like this part right here, I'm pretty much just blending the outside, bringing it in, blending, bringing it in, if that makes sense. You can even do circular, bring it in, but I'm not like pressing it. I'm just doing like light little strokes. If you find it to still be kind of harsh, remember to always hold it as far to the end as possible so you can get a nice soft blend rather than holding it like this because you're really like adding a lot of pressure. So just light little strokes here and there. Now going back into the palette, I grabbed another fluffy brush. This one is from Essence. It's their eye blender brush. It's a blender brush, but it's also a little bit smaller than my other one. So I'm going to go in with this tawny shade, which is the brown shade in here, and pretty much do the same motions in the eye, but it's going to be a little bit more focused because the blender brush is a little bit smaller. So same, start on the outside, work it on in. This one you're going to have to take your time because it is a brown shade. So take your time, blend it out. Again, trying to avoid the inner part. If you get in there, fine. It's not that big a deal, but I always try to avoid it just so the white shadow can really pop when you pop it on there. Now to warm it up, I actually wanted something a little bit deeper. So I'm going to go in with my Alamar Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. This is literally my favorite eyeshadow palette of all time. Like the shimmers in here, hello, they're like amazing, and so are the mattes. So I'm going to use the Cafecito shade. This is the brown shade. Very lightly because this is very pigmented. So I'm going to go in with, actually I'm going to go back in with the Sonia Kashuk brush. Just clean it off. I wear sweatpants all the time when I do my makeup just so I can switch between brushes. So I just wipe it off on my sweatpants and then I just use it. But very lightly, just like one little tap because this thing is very pigmented. So I'm just going to do those same motions. I just want it to be a little bit more brown. I know it's looking a little crazy, so pretty much I built up the color. So now I'm just going to take a clean blending brush. This has no product on it. It is stained, but there's no product on it. I even wiped it like crazy on my sweatpants just to make sure there's no product on it. And I'm just going to blend it. That way it's a little bit more seamless. But it's like a deep little, kind of a smoky eye. But I'm just going to blend it so it looks a little bit more seamless. This eye does not want to blend today versus this eye, so I'm just going to leave it and move on. But now we're going to go in with that white shadow, and that's really going to pull the look together. So again, I'm going to use the Lisa Frank and Morphe collection, and I'm going to use the white shade in here. It has the very white shade on the top. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to try in with this a little bit thicker of a flat brush. This is from Morphe, the M167. I'm going to use this one. I did clean it off, add some white, and I'm just going to lay it down where I want it. So I want it right here on the front, so I'm just going to start laying that down. And I do have to go in a couple of times because I did add some color in the front on accident. Now it kind of looks like this. Now I'm going to take another brush and add a little bit of the brown back in. I'm gonna take a brush like this. This one is from Sonia Kashuk as well. It's like a slanted, like kind of blender brush. And I'm gonna go back in. I think I'm gonna go back in with the Bare palette from Profusion. And just go back in with that tawny shade and just start kind of blending the colors together. It's kind of creating like an ombre effect, which is actually kind of cool. I wasn't intentionally trying to do that, but I mean, hey, it works. That's cool. You guys can see. Added a little bit of the white. I just tapped it on there. Not towards that way, just a little bit more towards the front of it. And that's pretty much the eyeshadow on the top. So I think I really like how it looks. It looks kind of crazy right now, but once you put lashes, lipstick, and all that good stuff, it'll be good to go. So now for the lower lash line, I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the top. I'm just going to mix the Outgoing and Tawny shade from the Profusion palette and just run it on my lower lash line, and then I'll add a little bit of the whites, pretty much what I did on top, going to the bottom, and then we'll add some mascara. Alright, so that's pretty much the rest of the eyeshadow. So now for the eyes, I'm going to go in with mascara and lashes. And I'm also going to tightline, so make sure you always tightline because I'm not going to do a wing liner, but I am just going to add lashes. When you do that, make sure to tightline your upper waterline with a eyeliner. I need to grab mine actually. For the tightlining, I'm going to go in with the NYX retractable eyeliner pencil. I love this one. It's waterproof and it's long lasting. And I'm going to go in with a new mascara. It's actually from Beauty Creations. It's their Lash Fix Volumizing Mascara. I've never tried this mascara before. I'm not the one to always try out different, I mean, actually that's a lie. I do try out different mascaras, but I'm not really testing them out really because I use lashes. So I don't really focus too much on the mascara, but I do want to try out a new one. So this is the one I'm going to be using. And I might try these lashes right here. These are from Rude Cosmetics. These are in the style Baby Doll. These I also got from Valentina with Love, again, the local makeup shop. This is where I got it. I actually got the Beauty Creation stuff from there too, in case you guys were curious. Again, it'll be linked down below, but I'm going to probably pop these lashes on. There might be a little bit too fluffy, but I'll try it on and see how it looks. This is the tube of that mascara. It kind of reminds me of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascaras. I don't know, it just kind of gives me that vibe. So let's go ahead and pop this on. Again, this is a volumizing mascara. They came out with like 3 of them. They have the volume one, the lengthening, and I don't remember what the other one was, but let's go ahead and pop. What the hell? I was gonna use this as a mirror. That does not have a mirror. Where is my mirror? So this is my lashes with the mascara and without the mascara. I really like the mascara. It definitely gave a lot of volume to my lashes. Like, they look really, really good, and it's not a very wet formula. I hate when it's a wet formula because it just gets everywhere. It hasn't done that, so if it doesn't flake and last, especially if it doesn't flake, I think it's a really great mascara. Like, I'm really excited to try. I really want to try the lengthening one. I like the lengthening ones for my lower lashes because mine are really small. But I did use this in the lower mascara and lower lashes, and I really like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye, pop on some lashes, and I'll be back to do the lips with you guys. You guys, the worst thing that could possibly happen in the middle of my makeup routine just happened. You guys ready for this? Are you ready? Alright, so I finished up the eyes, and I love these lashes. I thought they were perfect for the look. They're really lightweight. They're super, like, fluttery. They're really pretty. I really like them. Again, they're the Rude Cosmetics lashes, and if I can find the box, in the style Baby Doll. Again, I'll link them down below so you guys can shop them. This is a really great line. I really love these lashes. So now that those are on, let's go in with the lips. So I wanted to try out the new Milani, what are these called? I'm not sure, but the new lipsticks. They're like a bunch of nude shades. Like, they look really, really good. So I want to try them, but I don't know what color I want to do. I'm just going to swatch them and see how it goes. So I think to go in with a theme of like the warmer, like fall time look, I think I am going to go in with the darkest shade. But here are the shades swatched from lightest to darkest. I think they look really good, and they're so creamy. I just love them. I'm super excited to put it on my lips. I'm going to go in with the darkest shade. This is 460 Sensual. I love it. You guys have seen me wear dark lips all the time, but I haven't worn this formula or like a bullet lipstick in this one. I just use like a liquid lipstick, but they're not as great, but I still wear them. But I'm going to go in with this shade, and let's just try one swipe. That is one swipe. That looks really good already. This is really creamy. I'm so excited for these. This is such a pretty color. Like, oh my god, these are so pigmented, but so creamy and just comfortable on the lips. Like, they're just so beautiful. I am so excited to use the rest of these shades, especially for the fall time, you guys. If you guys haven't tried these lipsticks, it's like in these kinds of packaging. You guys need them. They're inexpensive, they're creamy, they're beautiful, pigmented, just like one swipe and go kind of thing. They're so beautiful. Like, I'm just so excited for this shade. Again, this is in the shade Sensual. If you guys are curious about the other shades, if you guys like the swatches of them from lightest to darkest, we have Tease, then we have Desire, and then we have Passion. Passion is a little bit more, has a little bit more of like a red tone to it. The other two, this one does too a little bit, and then this one is like a really beautiful nude shade. But Milani lipsticks are really great in general. If you guys like bullet lipsticks, they are amazing. So I'm really excited about this lipstick. Like, it's so beautiful. I'm like so excited. So definitely try these out, you guys. Finish up the rest of my look, as in my hair. So I'm gonna go do my hair and change really fast, and then I'll be right back to wrap up the video. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me go ahead and quickly wrap up the items that I think you guys absolutely need that are just amazing. First of all, the Milani lipsticks. You guys definitely need these, especially if you guys love nude shades, bullet lipsticks, or are looking for a more hydrating lipstick. Definitely try out the bullet lipsticks from Milani, especially these ones. These are beautiful, and I'm gonna wear the shit out of them during this fall season. Like, I love dark like tones like this and like nude shades. They're just so creamy and beautiful. I also really loved the lashes that I'm wearing from Rude Cosmetics. So beautiful. I love these. They're just so fluffy and just like feathery. I don't even know how to explain. They're just beautiful. I really love them, and they're lightweight too. I don't feel them at all. And this mascara is definitely one of my favorites. This one is amazing so far. It just looks bomb. It hasn't flaked at all, and it's been on for a minute, so it's looking really, really good. It's not a wet formula, which is amazing. So definitely try out the Beauty Creations mascaras. I'm going to try to purchase the lengthening one as well for my lower lashes. This one did good, but I want it to be a little bit longer because I do have small lower lashes, but this one is amazing. Everything else I'm going to continue to test out. Some are like pretty decent, but I think I still need to keep testing them out. The two things actually that I did not like was the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Water Gel Moisturizer. I feel like this just doesn't do anything. I don't know, it felt nice on the skin, but I just didn't feel like my skin was like super hydrated enough, and I just feel like this is like a meh. Maybe I'll try it mixing it with like a foundation or something, but it's just not my favorite. And of course, I do not really like the PYT Beauty One and Done setting spray. I prefer my Milani setting spray. This thing just broke immediately, and it's more expensive. I would just stick to Milani or e.l.f. setting sprays because this thing is definitely not worth it, and it was a pretty penny. But anyways, that wraps up this video. Please let me know what you guys thought down below about the look, and if you do recreate it, please let me know, tag me, DM me, all that good stuff. I would love to see it, and I hope this was wearable and fun to watch for you guys. I don't really post a lot of tutorials on my YouTube, but if you guys really enjoy them, I will try to do them. I'm going to be doing a lot more tutorials on TikTok, so make sure to follow me on there. I have my TikTok down below in the description box, so you guys can follow me, so you guys can watch more tutorials and things like that. So that's everything from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye!